let's take a look at what's been coming into my sewing room. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewing on the Tyne, and today's video is going to be a mini haul. We're going to have a look at just a few things that have come into my sewing room over the last couple of weeks or so. This video is actually going to be split in two. I'm going to film the first part now and then I'm going to film the second part in a couple of days time and then mash them together and put it out to you. The reason for that is tomorrow I'm going to be heading off to Leeds with my gorgeous Northern Soul sisters, and I thought I might pick up some things while I'm there, so I thought I'll do the second half of the video on Saturday, put them together, and then you can see it all at once. I hope that is okay. So, speaking of Leeds, this is my Friday Pattern Company Wren wrap dress, and that is what I am going to be wearing tomorrow. It's going to be very hot in Leeds, 29 degrees, which is very, very hot for us. So that is what I'm going to be wearing, and I'm really looking forward to it actually. The plan was to be wearing something else. In fact, this Trend Patterns dress, which I'm making as part of the Northern Soul Sisters channel. However, I couldn't get it finished in time. A couple of things have happened this week which have just, yeah, I've had to drop everything and look after those things. So yeah, that dress will be getting finished at another time. It is really warm actually at this moment in time, so if I look a bit flushed or a little bit shiny, that is why. So let's start with a piece of fabric that one of my lovely Sewtoon ladies gave me on Sunday. She was making the Mia Messenger bag using a kit from SewEco Fabrics, but she was changing the lining for the bag because she said she didn't really like the lining fabric that came in the kit because she felt like it was a little bit childlike, and I knew exactly which fabric she meant and I absolutely love it. So to me it's perfect. So Vicky very kindly said, do you want it? Because I'm not going to use it, and I snapped her hand off. So it's this gorgeous cotton and I absolutely love it, so I'm delighted to have that in my life now. So Vicky, if you're watching, thank you so much. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. It might become a bag lining, it might become something for Taylor's room, who knows, but thank you very much. Okay, next up, I wanted to share something I ordered from SewEco Fabrics. So if you follow me on Instagram or follow my Sewing Socials Instagram page, you'll know that I recently reached out to some small businesses in the hope that I could get a couple of sponsors on board every month, just so I could give something back to my lovely Sewtoon community who are just so fabulous. So the first couple of sponsors I've had on board for July have been Size Me Sewing, who very generously offered one PDF pattern to every single person that comes to a Sewtoon in July, which is amazing. And then the other sponsor is SewEco Fabrics. So the very lovely Rosie has offered a discount code to everybody that comes to a Sewtoon in July, as well as a raffle prize for the end of the month. And I thought I should take advantage of the discount code too. So I placed just a small order. I decided to just order one piece of fabric and a pattern because the discount came off the patterns as well, and Rosie stocks a lot of PDF patterns too, which is great. So the pattern that I went for is the Matchy Matchy Bow Boxer Shorts pattern. This is a pattern that I'd seen around for a while but never really caught my attention, and then it was actually Rosie herself that shared her version, and she shared it a few times and it just really grabbed me and I absolutely loved them, so I ordered that pattern. So the bow boxer shorts are described as a fast, easy and fun sew, a perfect make for cool girls in hot weather. These basic breezy shorts are inspired by traditional boxers with a straight fit. The pattern includes two views, mid-rise and high-rise, and they both come with either a 3-inch or a 5-inch inseam. Finished with small side slits and sweet bows, these comfortable elastic waist shorts are sure to keep you feeling cool and relaxed in and out of the house. So the sizing on these goes from an extra small to a 6XL, which is a 24 to a 57-inch waist and a 34 to a 67-inch hip, so a great size range on these. So yes, I ordered this pattern with the discount code, which was great. I think I'll probably go for the 3-inch inseam, so make them a bit shorter, and I'll go for the high rise as well. So yes, love these shorts, and I thought I would order one piece of fabric to make these shorts. So the fabric I ordered is described as a parchment stripe Indian cotton, and it's by Merchant and Mills. I've never had a Merchant and Mills fabric before, and there were two that I was looking at and I went for this one in the end. It is priced at £8 per half metre, and if I remember rightly I went for 1.5 metres because it's a narrow width fabric and I thought I would need that much for my shorts. Although looking at the fabric requirements for the bow boxer shorts, I suspect I'll be able to get them out of quite a bit less than they recommend, so I'm going to try it out. I'm going to measure out my pattern pieces and see what's the smallest amount of fabric I could get those out of. So my lovely fabric came packaged up beautifully like this. It was in another box because Rosie sent the raffle prize as well. But how cute is that packaging? And all of the packaging and everything is eco-friendly, which is lovely. That's a big part of Rosie's business, hence the name of the business. Oh, and this is lovely. So it feels beautiful. It's just a really soft, like white or off-white cotton with these like black stripes running through. And I just thought that would make a really lovely pair of shorts. Really, really lovely and cool for the summer. So I was delighted with that. Next up, I placed a little order from Beyond the Pink Door, and it is here. So I ordered another piece of fabric for the bow boxer shorts, and it is my favourite colour of the moment. This gorgeous, I think it was described as a jacquard cotton, but it's got a lovely stripe effect running through it, and the colour is just absolutely gorgeous. Again, I got 1.5 metres, which I think is going to be more than enough for those shorts, but I just went with the fabric requirements. Like I said, I'm going to test it out and see. So yes, love, love, love that. And then I ordered some buttons because I'm going to be making the Josephine set by Closet Core Patterns, and I'm going to be using this really vibrant like lime green viscose linen, and I need some buttons for that pattern. So I spotted these on Beyond the Pink Door, and they're going to be absolutely perfect. How lovely are they? Ooh. They come in a few different colours and sizes too. Andrea's just got loads of nice buttons in stock. So I got, did I get 7 of those? Enough for the Josephine set. So yes, very happy with that little order. Then yesterday I popped into First for Fabrics. I needed to collect some A0 pattern printing, and I had a little look at other things while I was there, as you do. So they've got a gorgeous range of linen viscose slub fabrics in. They're not online just yet, but they will be soon. They're priced at £8.95 a metre, and they've got them in loads of different colours, and the quality is gorgeous. So I got some more to make another pair of lane pants, and I got this colour, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. So you can see that they're nice and drapey. Hopefully you can see that it's got that lovely slub texture, but it's got a perfect amount of body for a pair of wide leg trousers. This fabric I feel like I could use for so many different things. And at £8.95 a metre, I just think that is a bargain. I was choosing between this one and a really vibrant pink, but I've actually got a pair of pink lane pants cut out that I haven't sewn up yet, so I went for this one. And then there was a jersey that I really liked, a cotton jersey, and actually it goes really nicely with that linen viscose, and it's this one. So they had this in 2 different colourways, but I really liked this one. And if you notice, this blue colour here is the same colour of that linen viscose. So I got a metre of this. It's a really beautiful soft cotton jersey, like t-shirt weight jersey. So I got a metre because I'm going to make just a simple top to go with my lane pants. Oops. And I did get some matching ribbing to use just in case I make like a t-shirt and I need a neckband. So I got that. I got some matching thread for the trousers, and yeah, that's it, I think, from First for Fabrics. And the final thing to share with you before I head off for the first part of this video, and I'll come back to you in a couple of days, is my Sophie Crafts Happiness Hoop subscription, which arrived a couple of days ago. So I love getting this subscription, although I do feel like I'm collecting cross stitch kits rather than doing them. Although I did sit and do some cross stitch a couple of nights ago and it really chilled me out, so I just need to get in the habit of doing it more. I think that's the issue, I'm just not in the habit of doing it. So you get your lovely box, and in it you have a bag which was all wrapped up nicely with ribbon and things, but I've opened it. Then inside you get your kit, you get a little gift, and then you get another little gift. So let's have a look. So the first little gift is the Make Arcade keyring craft kit. That's adorable. It's to make an ice cream keyring or some sort of decorations. Yeah, that is lovely. Then this is really cute. Afternoon tea sticker pack. Admit 1, 3 p.m. the drawing room. So it's like a little ticket, and then inside there will be some stickers. I don't really want to open it because it looks so cute. I probably should, shouldn't I? Oh, that's adorable. It's like the actual components of an afternoon tea. So you got your cake, little fondant fancies, a teapot. That's so cute. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what I'll do with them, but they're very cute. I might stick them on, I don't know, in my diary or something, or Taylor could have them. He loves doing stickers. And then my kit this month is this gorgeous design which says, "Welcome to my garden party." And in there you get your embroidery hoop, you get your instructions, your thread list and your pattern. And then in here is your thread, your needle, your aider, and then a little booklet that goes through how to cross stitch. So yes, this comes every 2 months, I believe, and it's just such a lovely thing to get through the post. And yes, I will actually get some of them stitched up at some point. So I'm going to leave it there, and like I said, well, I'll come back in about 10 seconds, but for me it's going to be 48 hours. So I'll catch you soon. And I'm back. It's actually been 3 days now. 4 days. It's now Monday. I had hoped that I was going to be able to film the second part of this video on Saturday morning, however it just didn't happen. And yeah, the rest of the weekend has been family time, which has been so lovely. When I say family time, I mean I've spent a lot of time with Taylor because Sam has been golfing with friends. He's hit the age where golf is now a massive obsession, and that's fine. I'm really glad that he's got a hobby actually, and something that he really enjoys doing, and something that's outdoors and active. So yeah, golf. I hear that a lot of men in their mid to late 30s take up golf, so it's obviously a thing. So yes, I spent a lovely weekend with Taylor. On Saturday we went and had a lovely afternoon tea and time at the beach with my mum and dad, because it's actually Taylor's 5th birthday tomorrow, the 15th of July. So we went and celebrated that together on Saturday, which was so nice. And then we had a lovely lazy day yesterday. We just spent time at home, spent time in the garden, we chilled out, and it was really nice. But obviously that meant no sewing time, no filming time for the whole weekend, which is fine. That has to happen sometimes. So I'm back now to share the fabrics that I got from my lovely trip to Leeds with the girls, and then a couple of other bits actually. So we had the most wonderful day on Friday. We say it every time, but it literally is the quickest that time ever passes. When we have those days in Leeds, time passes more quickly than it ever does. We've decided that 100% we are going to stay over next time. So the next one that we've got booked in is in December for my birthday, and we're going to book a hotel. We're going to stay overnight because it's just too much of a rush. You can't really relax because you are always thinking that our train is at a certain time and you have to get on that. And my train home from Leeds, I don't know what it is, but it's always difficult. It's always either delayed or really busy, or both. There's always quite a lot of merry people on there. So we were treated to some lovely renditions of well-known songs. But the group seemed to only know like 2 lines out of each song, and that was it. But you know, it was fine. It just meant I got home about an hour later than planned. and it was fine. But yes, we're definitely going to stay over for a night next time and make it like a 2-day thing, and it'll just be so much better and so much more relaxing. But we had a wonderful day. We had some nice food, some nice drink, and we did a little bit of shopping both in B&M Fabrics and in the Corn Exchange at a couple of little independent shops. So I'll share the fabrics that I got with you. I hadn't really intended on buying, there was nothing that I had in mind that I really needed or wanted. However, that doesn't matter, does it? And I got, as you'll have seen from the thumbnail, this lovely stack of bright and summery fabrics. These are all 100% viscose, and I believe they're all by Little Johnny, who I just seem to really love most of their designs. So we'll start with this one. This one is a really vibrant, like starfish and seashell design. I really like that bright turquoise sort of colour in the background. I got 2.5 meters of this one. I'd seen this online somewhere. I think it was Stitch and Ink. If they've still got it, I'll link it down below. And it had caught my eye then, but I just wasn't sure of the scale of the design. But actually I really love it. I've bought 2.5 meters of this one to make a cord, some sort of shorts and top for our holiday to Spain, which I haven't got much time to sew for really, so fingers crossed I can get that one made up. And then the next two, I got 3 meters of each one. Let's look at this one first. So this is a gorgeous animal print with all of these lovely colours. Now Ruan picked this up first and loved it, but thought it was a little bit too pastel for her. Now it's probably a little bit too pastel for me, however, I really loved it, and I just kept going back to it, so I knew that meant that I had to have it. This one was £7 per metre. I think this one was as well, and then the other one might have been even cheaper. I can't exactly remember, but yeah, they might have all been £7 a metre, come to think of it. So I got 3 meters of this one, and with this one I want to make another cord, but I want to use the True Bias mauve skirt on the bottom half, just the simple version that I've made before, which is the waistband with then just one long tier going to the bottom, like to the ankle. I don't want gathered tiers or anything like that. So a mauve skirt, and then some sort of top. I don't know what sort of top at the moment. I think I'll cut out the skirt and see how much fabric I've got left to play with. If you've got any ideas what sort of top I should make to go with the skirt, then do let me know. But yeah, I just loved that. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then the final one is sort of a similar vibe, but it's got darker colours, like brighter, more vibrant colours. And it's this like marble paint swirl. Did Rachel get some of this? I can't remember. I feel like she might have done, or she was just looking at it. But again, loved the colours in this one. And I got 3 meters of this, and I'm going to make an Isosew Studio Dovestone dress. I've made that a couple of times now, but I think that will just make the most beautiful version of that. Rachel was wearing the Dovestone dress on Friday, and it just made me want another one. So that is what I've bought that for. So yes, a pretty successful shopping trip. We had a really wonderful day. Went over too soon, but yeah, always the best of times. Then I thought I would just show you actually something I was working on the train, and I'm mentioning this because in the first part of this video I talked about cross stitch and the fact that I seem to just be collecting cross stitch kits. Well, I pulled out one that I'd been working on last year, so I keep mine in these lovely little Adam Sews project bags, and this is one by Sophie Crafts that I either got last year or the year before. I feel like it was last year, and it's perfect because I'll just move my needle minder out of the way and then you can see it. It's a summery design, so I did quite a bit of this when I was on the train on the way there and the way back, and it's this really lovely, feels like summer design. It's going to look like this when it's done. And I just thought it was perfect because it was such a hot day on Friday actually. So I was working on that. So just to show you that I do some cross stitch, I don't just collect the kits. But I did want to ask those who cross stitch what you do with the finished piece, because I think I would quite like this to be like part of a bag or something rather than it being something that I put on the wall. I think I'd quite like this as maybe part of a tote bag. Like, is that something I could do? Could I add this to a tote bag or something? Yeah, give me some ideas of what I could do with this once it's done. But yeah, I was quite pleased with my progress and I just wanted to share that with you. And the final thing I wanted to share was an order that just came through today, and this is from Sapphire Frills, who make the most gorgeous jewellery. Now, I think I first discovered Sapphire Frills through Rowan, and she bought a pair of earrings for myself and Rachel, and I very quickly became obsessed, and I regularly buy from Sapphire Frills, and I recently became an ambassador. So I do have a discount code, which is sewn on the tine, but with underscores in between each word. So that's my Instagram handle actually. So that will get you 10% off your order anytime. And it will also give me a little bit of commission as well. So I really appreciate it if you do use that code. So I will leave the links down below in the description box. They'll always be there if you ever forget what my affiliate links are. I purchased 4 pairs from the most recent drop, and I thought I'd share them with you because they came through today. So one little pair is this gorgeous pair of studs. They are purple hearts, but they've got animal print on them. So hopefully you can just see that, there you go, that animal print. So they are super cute. Then I got these beautiful danglies. And what I love about Sapphire Frills is you can choose what type of hook or stud or whatever type of fastening you have. So whatever you prefer for that style or whatever suits your ears best, you can choose your backing for your earring basically, which is great. I love those ones. Then I went for these ones, which again are just so beautiful. The shimmer in those clouds is stunning. And something that they did was they picked out their favourite pair of earrings from the release, which were this pair, which you didn't know at the time, but if you ordered their favourite design, they popped in a free gift, and they popped in this little ring for me. Now, I'm not sure I would actually wear this, but it's a cute little gift. I'll probably give that away to somebody else. But yeah, that was sweet. And then the final pair is, I think, my favourite pair. They're just so vibrant. And it's these. Absolutely love these. I think I might put these in actually now. Oh, I love them. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. So yes, I just want to share those with you and let you know that I do have an affiliate link if you would like to get a little discount on your Sapphire Frills order. So go. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing everything that I've shared today. Do let me know maybe what was your favourite thing that I've shared, or if you have any ideas for a top that I could make for my co-ord set with the mauve skirt, then I would love to hear from you. I hope you're all doing really well. If you're not already a subscriber, then I would love you to join us here on this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Happy sewing. Bye. We're going to have a look at just a few things that came in. So annoying. What you do with the finished, if you're not blah, blah.